English class. In today's class, we are going to learn a new poem, Sea Fever. It sounds different, isn't it? Similarly, the poetry is also different. I'm sure you will enjoy this poem. Before that, let's have a warm-up session. In page number 93, they are given some sinking words. Did you take page number 93? Come on, take it quickly. Okay, now I hope you would have taken that page. Can you see many sinking words? Now let's find out what was the full word. Come on, let's rescue the words and let's put it on the right place. Take your pencil and let's together find out the sinking words and write it on the right place now. Come on students. Now let's fill the blanks. First one is voyage. Second one, waves. Third one, ship. Fourth one, harbor. Fifth one, explore. Sixth one, island. Seventh one, navigate. And the eighth one is sailor. I hope you all found the answers correctly, right? It was really a fun thing. Now let's know about the author. Come on, let's know about the author of Sea Fever poem. John Masefield was the writer of this poem, Sea Fever. John Masefield was an English poet from 1930 to 1967. He published Sea Fever in the year 1902. Students, now it's time to read the poem. As I read the poem, I need you all to listen carefully and read along with me. Sea fever. I must go down to the seas again, to the lonely sea and the sky. And all I ask is a tall ship and a star to steer her by. And the wheels kick and the wind song and the white sails shaking, and a grey mist on the sea's face and a grey dawn breaking. I must go down to the seas again, for the call of the running tide is a wild call and a clear call that may not be denied. And all I ask is a windy day with the white clouds flying, and the flung spray and the blown spume and the seagulls crying. I must go down to the seas again, to the vagrant gypsy life, to the gull's ways and the whale's way, where the wind's like a whetted knife. And all I ask is a merry yarn for a laughing fellow rover, and quiet sleep and a sweet dream when the long trick's over. Thank you for reading the poem along with me. Now, I'll give you explanation for this poem. Listen carefully. I must go down to the seas again, to the lonely sea and the sky. And all I ask is a tall ship and a star to steer her by. In the first line, the poet tells he likes to go to the sea. And he tells it's a lonely sea. It means that he could see only the sea and the sky. Nobody is there to disturb him. It's a lonely place. And what does he ask? He asks only for a tall ship. He needs a tall ship to travel and a star to steer her by. Steer means navigate, valikatudal. So, while the people are traveling in the sea, the sailors, they just look at the star to show them the way inside the sea. Similarly, he expects a star to show the way to go inside the sea. Now let's read the next two lines. And the wheels kick and the wind song and the white sails shaking, and a grey mist on the sea's face and a grey dawn breaking. These two lines, you could see the poet can hear the sound of a wind. It was like a song for him. And he tells the white sails shaking. Sails means in the down picture you could see they'll have this white canvas cloth. So that cloth, it will shake. He likes to see that. and a grey mist of the sea face and a grey dawn breaking. This grey color usually symbolizes a gloomy feel. So when he goes inside the sea, while he was sailing, the time would be very gloomy. The sea face and the dawn, even the dawn, usually we express dawn will be bright. Dawn means daybreak. But here in this poem, the poet tells while he was sailing in the sea, even the day breaking, the dawn will be dull. I must go down to the seas again, for the call of the running tide is a wild call and a clear call that may not be denied. In these two lines, we could see the poet is telling that he must, it is conditional clause, he must go inside the sea again for the call of the running tide. Tide means flow. He has to go. He has a desire to go inside the sea. It is a wild call. Wild means ferocious. The sailing, the travel is not, the journey inside the sea is not going to be an easy one. But he has to go. He can't refuse the call. So he has decided to go inside the sea, even though the journey is not going to be a simpler one. Now let's read the next lines. And all I ask is a windy day with the white clouds flying, and the flung spray and the blown spume and the seagulls crying. In these two lines, the poet expresses that he wants to see the white clouds flying. Students, you would have noticed when we are traveling in car or bus, you could see the clouds moving very fast. It seems as if it's flying, isn't it? Similarly, in his journey too, he has seen the clouds flying and the flung spray. Flung means throw. Spray, you would have experienced that if you go near the beach, the water, it would spray on you. So he want to experience that. And the blown spume, it's foam. You could see the white foam on the sea. So he wants to see that. And the seagulls crying. If you go inside the sea, you could see the sea birds. You could see that seabird in the picture given below. So that's a seabird. He could hear the seagulls crying too. I must go down to the seas again, to the vagrant gypsy life, to the gull's way and the whale's way, where the wind's like a whetted knife. So he was telling in these two lines, he wants to go and live a vagrant gypsy. Vagrant means roaming gypsy, nadodigal. They don't have a proper place to stay or proper destination to reach. So he wished to live a life like that inside the sea. More than this, he could see gulls. Gulls means seagulls. He tells he wants to see seagulls, whales, and the wind like a whetted knife. Whetted means sharp knife. It means the wind will be very sharp. It will be very violent. It's not a calm wind. Though it's violent, he likes to go inside the sea. And all I ask is a merry yarn from a laughing fellow rover, and quiet sleep and a sweet dream when the long trick's over. Here, the poet tells he likes to have little chat and laugh with fellow traveler. The traveler who travels with them, he likes to have little chat and laugh with them, and quiet sleep and a sweet dream when the long trick's over. Finally, he expects a good sleep and a sweet dream. Dear students, in this poem, the poet talks about his desire to go into the sea. He likes to have a journey inside the sea. It's not going to be an easy one. It's very difficult. That he has explained in each and every line. It's going to be lonely. The weather is going to be tough. He tells about the dawn. The dawn even, it would be great. I think you could just symbolize it with life too. Even life which a person is going to face, it's not going to be an easy one. Isn't it? He has to take many risks, but he should have a courage to face the world. Here in this poem, the poet was ready to face the rough weather. He knew that the journey is not going to be an easy one, but he didn't hesitate to start the journey. Similarly, in our lives too, there may be risks and difficulties in our lives, but each and every one should have the courage to take the risk and enjoy the journey. Through the journey, there will be few things to enjoy too. Finally, you will get a good sleep and sweet dreams. This is how a life is going to end, and here the poet is ready to have the journey. To take over the journey, the poet is ready. I hope you understood the poem now. It's time to learn figures of speech. Today, I will teach you few figures of speech. First, we'll see about personification. Personification is a figure of speech in which human attribute is given to a living or non-living thing. Yes, children, human attribute is singing, dancing, or whatever we humans do. If that things are given to a living or non-living thing, that is known as personification. Here in this poem, the poet has used personification. See in this line, and a grey mist on the sea's face. The poet is described as if the sea is a human to have a face. So here he has used personification. Next we'll see the next figure of speech used in this poem. Next one is simile. Simile is a figure of speech where two different things are compared with the word like or as. Here from this poem an example is given below. Where the wind's like a whetted knife. See in this line the wind is compared to a sharp knife with the word like. That's what I said. Comparison of two different things with the word like or as is known as simile, and that is used in this poem in this line too. Dear students, today's homework is given in the board. Kindly check the homework and do the homework without fail. And don't forget to send a snapshot of your homework to the respective teacher. With this note, I am ending up today's class. I'll meet you all in my next class. Until then, it's bye from Deepa ma'am.